and walk away. That's why these women stay single and frustrated. The math is simple. If you're already paying 100% of your bills successfully, why exactly does a man need to take over that role? The honest answer is, she doesn't want a partner. She wants a father with benefits.
Yeah, that's what I've always thought, because when I have discussions with them, I'm in a female-dominated field. I'm a guy, and I work in nursing. There are very few guys in nursing. There are like, for every 10 women, you could have 2 guys in nursing. So I work in a female-dominated field that I see a lot of these women. For every 100 females I meet, more than 40 or 50% of them don't have a man at all. And when I engage some of them in discussions, they are waiting for a guy to take over their bills, but they're already paying the bills. So when I think about this, is it that they're looking for a partner, a relationship, or whatsoever? But it's not the case. Many of these women have 2, 3, 4 guys on the side, but they are waiting for one perfect guy. Why can't they settle for those other guys that they have on the side, the 2 guys, 3 guys that really want to settle down with them, guys that really want to have a relationship with them? They are there, those guys are there, ready to go, but they are holding out for one particular guy, and it doesn't make sense.
Here's the real answer, and it's brutal. Those 2, 3, or 4 guys on the side, they're the ones she keeps around for attention, emotional support, or occasional sex, but she has zero respect for them. In her mind, they're backup plans at best, simp energy at worst. She knows they want her, which makes them less valuable in her eyes. The perfect guy she's holding out for, that's the man who doesn't want her. The one who's either taken, dating younger women, or simply out of her league. Women are wired to want the man they can't easily have. It's hypergamy 101. She'll keep those good, willing guys on the shelf for years, draining their time and attention, while she chases the top-tier men who see her as average. And those top-tier men are either playing the field or looking for younger, less used women. This is why you see so many women in their late 30s and 40s completely single, despite having men who actually want them. Those men are simply not high enough on her ranking. She'd rather be alone than settle for a man who actually values her. The craziest part? If one of those high-value men she wants ever did choose her, she'd probably lose respect for him too, because now he's choosing her, which means, in her mind, he must not be that high value after all. It's completely illogical, but it's how a lot of them operate. The ones who finally wake up usually do it right around 42 to 45, when it's far too late.
But who would want to be with a 42-year-old woman that has been used and dropped and doesn't have the value he wants? Because most men want youth, most men want beauty. A 42-year-old most likely doesn't have either of the two. Who wants to be with those ones?
Nobody, bro. That's the cold, hard truth. At 42, after riding the carousel for 2 decades, most of these women bring nothing to the table that a high-value man actually wants. Youth is gone. Beauty is fading fast. No fertility worth mentioning. And most importantly, they've got that hardened, bitter energy from years of bad decisions and failed situationships. The only men who'll seriously pursue a 42-year-old in that condition are men who are equally broken and low value. Men looking for something temporary, or desperate simps who think being nice will finally get them chosen. A man with options, especially a man who has his money right and his life together, is choosing a woman in her early to mid-20s every single time. Why would he settle for the leftovers when he can get fresh? That's not being mean. That's biology and basic economics. This is why I tell women the truth they hate hearing. Your value is front-loaded. The game is rigged in your favor from 18 to about 29. After that, the house always wins. Most of them refuse to hear it until the damage is already done. The ones who make it, they're the ones who locked a man down in their prime and built something real with him. Everybody else is out here competing for scraps.
Let me ask you a question. You did mention earlier that the men these women want already have a partner or are already taken. What if those men that are taken are willing to have a second or a third woman, would that make those women willing to take them now that the men are already taken, or they'll be looking to sabotage the man's already first relationship rather than being the second? They want to destroy the first one and then become the first, rather than accepting to be second or third in the man's life. Don't you think that's what's going on? Because I don't see them being in a hurry to accept a man that already has one or two.
Most of these women won't willingly accept being second or third. That's the entire problem. Here's why. The same delusion that makes them reject good single men also makes them believe they deserve to be the one and only. Even when they're 42, with a worn-out body and terrible attitude, they still think they're supposed to be someone's main woman. Being a side chick or second wife would be admitting they're not top tier, and their ego can't handle that truth. What they actually do is exactly what you said. They try to sabotage the existing relationship. They'll position themselves as the upgrade. They tell themselves he's only with her because he hasn't met me yet. Then they work overtime, trying to make him leave his current woman for them. That's much more appealing to their ego than openly sharing a man. Very few modern women have the humility to accept being number two, even when it's their only realistic option. Their pride won't let them. They'd rather stay single and tell themselves they're waiting for the right one than accept a man who already has a woman he actually values more than them. That's how delusional the game has gotten.